Set or something. Peace and blessings, party people. We are back yet again. Sutton, co-founder of the Flavor Room with Lace Founders, co-founder of the Flavor Room, TFR in his house.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to talk about FlavorWorks today, and I guess we should have changed our background, but it is what it is. We just have so many amazing things going on, y'all. So FlavorWorks, we have been talking to you about FlavorWorks. I think it was the week before last, sharing with you what FlavorWorks is, the fact that it is your answer to not only having a customized website that actually works for you and delivers results for you, but also to creating messaging that speaks to the heart and the soul of the people you serve, and also creating a beautiful, customized customer journey that leads your people on a journey from yes all the way to a revolving door of revenue, clients, and referrals, which is what everyone wants, right? That mythical revolving door. Everyone wants this, everyone talks about this, but for some reason, very few achieve it. So that's what we want to talk about today is the customer journey, which our lovely customer journey expert, Lace, has created one for one of our clients, Jessica.
Yes, I have. So, what does that look like? Well, what I've seen, a lot of people who have come to me, to us, have said, I don't even know what customer journey, customer experience even is. It's not something that people think about because I think there's so much focus on getting people in the door. Once they're in, it's like, okay, now they're in. I made money, happy days. But it's like, well, what happens next? What are you going to do with them now they're in the door? And if anyone has thought about that, it's generally on a very, very basic kind of level. So it's okay, I send them a welcome email, and they tend to read as quite lifeless, quite boring, and they're not something that you get and you're like, oh yeah, this sounds amazing, I'm really excited to move forward. So, and then that's where I come in. It's like, okay, so now what? You've got one email, and what happens next? Like, where are the touch points for your clients? How are you making them feel valued and special? How are you answering their questions now they're in your thing? Like, what are you going to do with them now? And how are you going to get feedback? Because this is also really important. You want feedback on your thing. And if you don't, why not? You should want feedback because you should always want to be making sure that your people are happy, that you're giving them what they need. They feel like they're receiving what they need from whatever it is they bought from you. And then they go away thinking, right, I'm ready to get into the next thing. Or maybe I'm going to go tell my friends or my family about you so I can come back. So that's essentially what the customer journey is, or the customer experience is making sure you're hitting particular touch points at certain times while they're with you to make sure that they are feeling good, they're feeling nurtured, they've got what they need, they've got opportunities to connect, because I find that's an issue as well. There's just disconnect. They get the thing and that's it. They never really get to know you, connect with you. How are they going to build even more trust with you to want to stay or maybe buy the next high ticket thing that you might have on offer? So that's what it kind of entails, is all of those touch points and making sure that they're being hit.
I love this, Lace. And you brought up a good point about people kind of just getting people in the door and then that's it. You know, that is what is typically taught in the online space in these different, you know, programs and containers, is that just get people through the door. You know, that is not how real business is done. That's what hustlers do. But any business or, you know, even name brands, right? Worth their salt, they have a customer journey. Okay, let's take McDonald's. Say what you want about McDonald's, okay, but they have a customer journey. They know their customers inside and out. Okay, everything is set up on a very deep level from when you can even smell the French fries cooking from, you know, around the block. That is not by accident. That is all part of the customer journey. And when you come through the doors, the colors, right? How you are greeted in the establishment, how you place your order, how you receive your order, even if it's drive-through, all of that is a part of the customer journey. And I think, as you said, that's missed a lot, in the online space, because again, you're just taught to, oh, we'll just bring people in. And then, well, why are so many people starting at zero every month when it comes to revenue? This is why, because there is no customer journey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that makes it really hard to run a business, because once people have built enough trust to buy from you the first time, it's very easy for them to come back and buy again. But if you're not taking care of your people once they're in, they're not going to want to buy again. And then, like Sutton said, you're back starting from zero every single month, because then you've got to go through getting those people in all over again, new people, other people, finding people somewhere else. And you're literally just wasting time, because if there's already people who have come to you, why are we not taking care of them and making them into a repeat customer? It's much, much easier to get someone to buy from you again once they've bought once than it is to go and bring in fresh leads, as they like to call them.
That's a great point. And something else that it does, and then we can segue into the results. When your people are having these great experiences, they're going to sing your praises. They're going to tell other people about whatever it is that you're doing. And guess what? Other people are going to see it, and they're going to be curious. So even if you're of the mind frame, well, I need to start over every month and I've been scrambling to get people in and da. Well, what about if you just take care of the people that you have, really be intentional about that customer journey? They're going to be your biggest advocates. Nothing still beats word of mouth. With all the technology that we have, word of mouth is still bond, if you will, and it's great free marketing for you.
Yeah, so why not take advantage of that? And for anyone thinking, this is much more than just an email. Okay, this is not just go in and go into ChatGPT or go into Claude and saying, hey, write me a couple of nice emails for my person. That is not how it works. You have to ask the right questions, which is exactly what I do. I ask the right questions. I dive deep into your business, your brand, your ideal client, and what it is that you're actually offering, and design around that. Yes, it includes some emails, but also there's other things that may be included that you probably would never have thought about. But that's why you've got me, because I've got this big, beautiful brain that helps you think from all of these different angles. So what are the results of having a wonderful customer journey? We have touched on that, but it's creating that revolving door for people who want to come back time and time and time again, who are going to jump into your next offer when you throw it out there, because they're like, yes, I really liked what I had before. I loved how this person made me feel. And people always remember how you make them feel. And they're going to want to tell their friends. They're going to want to tell their business buddies about you. They're going to want to tell their mum, their dad, whoever that is going to be important to share it with. Someone else is going to benefit. They're going to tell people. And you know what happens when they tell people? They're telling people that they trust and love, and that trust and love them. So they're going to be much easier people to come and jump in, because they're like, oh, my sister told me about this, my best friend told me about this, my niece, my whoever told me about this. So there's no convincing, because they've been recommended by someone that they know, like, and trust. And you have now become someone that they also know, like, and trust, and are ready to buy from. So result, revolving door, and you didn't even have to do anything other than get it right the first time. People will go and market your business and your brand for you. What more could you want? So that's part of the results. And what does that lead to? More money, more revenue, more sales, more all of the things that you want. So your business grows. You can put food on the table. You can pay your rent. You can look after your kids. You can go out and do nice stuff. So the results are beautiful. Your brand and your business grows without you really having to do very much. You have to put in the groundwork to begin with, but then it just kind of pays for itself. So you can see how this just kind of snowballs if you actually put in the work the first time.
Absolutely. And something else it does is it puts you ahead of anybody else in your industry, because there are very few that are taking the time to do this. Everyone wants to talk about the effortless sales and the effortless, sell while you sleep and all these things. But how many actually tell you how to get there? It starts with exactly what you said, building that experience. Just think about going to your favorite restaurant. Do you just go to your favorite restaurant because of the food? It's the experience, right? Building that atmosphere, if you will. And having that care about it is going to make a big difference in your business. Everything is going to be easier. Like Lace said, the revolving door, the revenue, the referrals, the free marketing, but also scaling. When you get to that point of scaling your business, it's going to be easy because you already have people shouting from the mountaintops the amazing experience they've had with you. And it also makes getting feedback easier. How many times have you tried to get feedback or testimonials from people and it was just like pulling teeth? And it almost made you question yourself whether or not, well, did they like working with me? Like, what's going on? It's been a week and they still haven't gotten back to me. It's not even about whether or not they had a great experience or whether they enjoyed working with you. But did you create that environment from start to finish where even that was built into the process of the customer journey, making sure that you're getting feedback along the way? So these are just some of the things that Lace is going to help you implement into your very own customer journey. So this is not about creating more work for you. It is about laying the foundation early on that is going to allow you to be able to, scale to whatever X amount of K months that you want to get, to give you that ease of business that everyone talks about, but doesn't show you how to get there. It starts with this, because there's no business without money, and there's no money without clients, and there's no revolving money unless people are consistently happy about working with you. And it all goes back to the experience.
That's it. That's exactly it. There's nothing more for me to add. So this is why this is so important. Often overlooked, but very, very important. And this work that you put in now, that foundation, goes a very, very long way. It's like building a house. You wouldn't build a house on sand. Why would you build your business on sand? So if you're like, customer journey needs some help, or maybe you need to fix up your website, maybe you need to sort out your messaging because it kind of makes sense, or you're not really sure, how to make what you're selling really land, and you haven't really thought about this customer journey, or you think, what, that customer experience could probably be improved. There's probably things I'm not seeing. This is all the elements that FlavorWorks brings together under one roof with 3 experts. You can consult with the 3 of us all at the same time if you want to, or just choose one of us if you prefer. And then we can give you all the feedback that you need, ask you all of the right questions, help you uncover all of those blind spots, and give you a plan to move forward. And then we can go ahead and start implementing that for you, and then hand that over so you can go off knowing that your shit is hot and ready to go. So if that sounds good to you, everything you need is going to be in the comments. You can book a consult. Once you've had that, if you decide to move forward, you can use your consulting fee towards your package.
That's it. It's that simple. So just like we would say with Flavor Room, cancel them all and book a call. Same over here. Cancel it all and book a call for FlavorWorks. We got you covered. Whether it's, again, website design, whether it's, actually website design / web development. Okay. We're not playing over here. Whether it's that, whether it's a customer journey, whether it's messaging, we have you covered. Come see us.
Ciao.